United USA 2020 and beyond in a divided America. Yep. Sleepy Joe, his first press conference. Well, his first press conference that's solo. Of course, all rehearsed questions. Doing your homework and having the cheat sheet. So here's some of the highlights that I posted from some things. I'm going to post a few clips. Check it out.
Okay, Kristen.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Given the conditions that were just laid out at the migrant facilities at the U.S. border, will you commit to allowing journalists to have access to the facilities that are overcrowded moving forward?
I will commit when my plan very shortly is underway to let you have access to not just them, but to other facilities as well.
How soon will journalists be able to have access to the facilities? We've obviously been allowed to be inside one, but we haven't seen the facilities in which children are packed together to really give the American people a chance to see that. Will you commit to transparency on this issue?
I will commit to transparency, and as soon as I am in a position to be able to implement what we're doing right now. And one of the reasons I haven't gone down, I have all my chief folks have gone down, is I don't want to become the issue. I don't want to be, bringing all the Secret Service and everybody with me to get in the way. So this is being set up, and you'll have full access to everything once we get this thing moving.
Okay, and just to be clear, how soon will that be, Mr. President?
I don't know, to be clear.
Do you bear responsibility for everything that's happening at the border now? I hear you talking a lot about the past administration. You decided to roll back some of those policies. Did you move too quickly to roll back what? I'm sorry? Policies. Did you move too quickly to roll back some of the executive orders of your predecessor?
First of all the policies are underway. We're not helping at all. Did not slow up the amount of immigration and as many people coming. And rolling back the policies of separating children from their mothers, I make no apology for that. Rolling back the policies of remain in Mexico, sitting on the edge of the Rio Grande in a muddy circumstance with not enough to eat, I make no apologies for that. I make no apologies for ending programs that did not exist before.
For his first 100 days in office.
No previous administration did that either, except Trump. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's why I've asked the Vice President of the United States yesterday to be the lead person on dealing with focusing on the fundamental reasons why people leave Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador in the first place. It's because of earthquakes, floods. It's because of I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle. I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign.
The American people a chance to see that. Will you commit to transparency on this issue?
I will commit to transparency, and as soon as I am in a position to be able to implement what we're doing right now. And one of the reasons I haven't gone down, I have all my chief folks have gone down, is I don't want to become the issue. I don't want to be, bringing all the Secret Service and everybody with me to get in the way. So this is being set up.
Missiles. What, if any, actions will you take, and what is your red line on North Korea?
Let me say that, number one, UN Resolution 1718 was violated by those particular missiles that were tested. Number one. We're consulting with our allies and partners, and there will be responses if they choose to escalate.
So y'all can also check out the link to the full conference if you want. I'll tell you the truth, I'm not going to say it's a waste of your time, but at the same time, yeah, it's kind of a waste of your time. You can trust that me and other reliable news sources, independent media channels that are going to tell you the highlights of what was most interesting about it. Everything else was scripted and boring and redundant and hypocritical. Basically on the border, they're saying they're going to be transparent, but they're not. Contradiction. Korea launching missiles the other day, he said, well, that was a violation of the Geneva. Sure, it violates NATO and all that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They're not going to do anything about it. When it comes to the border and it comes to these other issues and when it comes to gun control, the one thing he said about gun control, he goes, timing. Telling everyone straight up, when the timing is right, they're going to strike and make their move. It didn't really reveal much. Don't waste your time watching the whole conference.